Hi everyone! I had a request about Grandma's simple blanket pattern and I wanted to try to help you with this. So at the end of the first row, your repeat, let me just take that off. Your repeat begins with a chain 1 and then the single crochet 3 together, working in the same stitch as the last leg of the last stitch. So you yarn over, pull up a loop. In the next chain, pull up a loop, and in the next chain, pull up a loop. You have one chain left that you didn't work into. Yarn over, pull through all 4 of those loops. Now the repeat began with the chain 1, so you don't need to do another chain 1 here. Now you simply single crochet into that last chain. Chain 1 and turn your work. And I did a smaller sample size so that I can show you what you do at the other end. What we're going to do here is work our way back across. So you work 1 single crochet in the first stitch. And now work your single crochet 3 together, beginning in the same stitch as you just worked. So you pull up your loop in the 3 chains, including into this chain itself, which is a little bit tricky if you made a tight chain stitch like I did here. So you pull up your loops and pull through all 4. Repeat again, so chain 1, beginning in the same stitch as the last stitch was worked. And again. Now you'll be at the other end of the row. And you chain 1 to do your repeat one more time. You'll notice that you only have 2 stitches left. That's okay, because you work 1 loop and pull up 1 loop in the first one where your stitch is. Pull up a loop in the next 2. That's the first stitch of the row. Yarn over and pull through all of those for your last single crochet 3 together. And for your last one, you just work 1 single crochet into the same stitch as the last stitch was worked, right at the end. And then you chain 1 and turn. And you repeat row 2 again. So you begin with a single crochet. Now you do your single crochet 3 together. I always seem to make this one tight. Chain 1 for your next repeat. And you'll see for all the other rows going forward, you're going to have your last stitch being worked right into that final stitch there. So there's no chain 1. After your last single crochet 3 together, you work a single crochet into the same stitch as the last leg was pulled up in. And that's going to be how this end of the row is every single time. And remember that when you begin, it's a single crochet, there's no chain 1. Then it's your single crochet 3 together. And now you begin your repeats, which is a chain 1, then the single crochet 3 together. And it works this way the whole way across until you get to the last stitch. And the last stitch, you do your single crochet 3 together, but there's no chain 1 after it. You work a single crochet right after it. If you find that you're ending up with an extra stitch or missing a stitch, it's probably because there's an extra chain 1 that's been popped in at the beginning or at the very end, because there isn't one being worked in those places. And now we're on our last repeat. Pull up your loop in the same stitch as the last leg of the stitch from before, and in the next 2. Trying to get under both loops here. So you'll have all 4 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4, and now no chain 1. Now you simply single crochet into that same last stitch, and then chain 1 and turn your work. Hope that helped.